Alright, alright. Oh wait, I need to update Discord. I need to update the Discord so that I can actually tell everyone that I'm live. Alright, so will it let me? Oh, let me just update my notifications. Gotta wait for that Discord to update. Hello, hello. Get out of here. Is it in streamer mode? It's not even in streamer mode. That's so bad. Oh wait, no. Yes, it is. It is. I always have it on streamer mode. Even when I wasn't streaming. Oh no, my Discord's bugged out again. Now most of the names is just like a single letter followed by a bunch of dots, and I don't really know why that happens. Let me just do my notification. Quality of life skill tree stuff today. Live now. That is not the link. Okay. All right then. Discord getting me with you can't just copy the link that's chilling there. All right, we're ready to start the stream. And the stream is starting. A little Bifang just chilling out in the background. I think that's the name. Could have gotten it wrong just now, but oh well. Can I edit, please? There we go. Okay, so we need to zoom this in so it's seeable. Get this zoomed in as well. Okay, so last time / this time we are working on the skill tree. Simple really. So the problem is we have the nodes and they work well, and if we drag, they still work. But if I if I close and open again, it does still work. But if I head over to the right here and then press it, it's working. Why is it working? Wait. Is it just when we go up then? So if we head up, does it stop working now? It did stop working now. Okay. That gives me some insight. So maybe the Y's are flipped and that's it. That's the only thing that needs to change. The Y of the cursor is flipped. Oh, unless we're still... okay. Skill tree menu, please. Edit. Okay, so visually it is in the right place, but the cursor when translated or hovering / I presume selecting a skill point, since hover uses the same if statement for if the cursor is over it, is incorrect. We are flipping the Y here though. Cursor to world. So we're flipping the Y because why did we flip the Y? Because like if we unflip the Y, what happens? I presume it's like the top node is now on the bottom and vice versa. So we have a mirrored of horizontally or vertically mirrored skill tree in terms of interaction. And so I guess maybe when we travel upwards, the world of the cursor is also mirrored. And that is a problem Yeah, okay, so the cursor, yeah, it is mirrored. So if there was a straight line straight through my character and we flipped it up and down, this cursor, this skill node would be down here. And it is. But the problem becomes, so it should happen here. So if I go up and then we go this again, it's in the right place still. Yeah, so when we drag it down, it goes up. Because chaos should be this one. So if I drag it up, malignant, vitality. Wait, where is that? Quicksilver. Is it? I think this one's meant to be Quicksilver. Mercurial followed by Harmony. You can see what's interesting is that the overlay goes to the correct node. So when I'm hovering over a node, the tooltip is appearing in the correct place, which is, I guess, a confusing part that happened yesterday. Okay, so if we reflip it, so this only works because we have it centered on 0, right? Because by default, where's GIMP? When we're at 0, 0, which is where we spawn approximately, we have, what do we have? We have this. This is the 0 line, and so everything above this is positive and everything below is negative. When we multiply by -1, these flip. But the problem is when we move up, this line becomes, let's say, like 10, and now you have some positive and then some negative that is below, both below this line, and so all of this gets clumped into the negative flipping. I think that's what's happening here. So, hey, Strux, welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, so yeah, so I think our -1 multiplier on the y is not quite right. We need to minus. Do we minus the height of the screen? So if we have the screen here, and currently this is the halfway point. So when we spawn, and all of our tests have been based on this 0 point being in the center. But if we open up the tree like above the 0 point, so if the player is higher than this 0, 0 location, because when we move the cursor up, we need to flip the world cursors X and Y by -1, which is the equivalent of minusing. It's equivalent of minusing half from the top and adding half to the bottom half, if that makes sense. Because we're flipping it. But then how does that, like, how do we translate that? Because, like, in the case where it breaks is that 0 is down here somewhere, and the center is up here, and this is like 20, and this like vertical and horizontal area is the same, I believe. Hang on, so first things first. Maybe our cursor to world stuff is just wrong in the first place. Our cursor. Because, like, we kind of avoided it in the aiming system because we could just rotate, or like do a different rotation. So if down was pointing up, we just rotate it by 180, and so aiming ended up being fine because we compensated for the flipped coordinates the whole time, and we only had to deal with if it was in 0, like around the 0 point, which is, yeah, so this is 0y and 0x. No, other way around. Other way around. 0x and 0y. Wait, is it? No, I had it right. It just looks weird. Because this is the height, and this is the x and y. Okay, so when do we calculate this? So cursor to world, we get the window size and width. And the screen position becomes the cursor position minus half of the window size. Is that the only place we do? Yeah, that's the only place we do weird stuff with the window size itself. So we're minusing half. Why is that divided by the way? Let's go. There we go. Faster already. So minusing half the window. Minusing half the window would put it in the center of the screen. But I guess if we wanted it to always be positive, we either minus it by the whole window or not at all. Hang on. Let's print out the screen position. Screen position. And let's get rid of the minusing half window, because maybe this is fucking up our algorithms. Working on zoom in. Zoom right now? Not quite. We're still on drag. We're still on clicking and dragging, because like the dragging aspect works. It's just the interaction breaks once you start moving. Okay, so yeah, our shooting is broken because we're playing with the screen position stuff. So if we are in the top left, that becomes 0, 0, and bottom right is screen width, screen height. Do we like? That means at the moment the interaction for the skill tree is only in this top left corner, and that only interacts with the bottom right corner of the skill tree. Does Bevy have controller support? Yes, it does. And other than the UI elements currently, like the game does work with controller. I need to work out how to do UI interaction with the controller though. Might be a bit painful. Hang on a second. I need to. But yeah, like Bovie does have controller support, and it's pretty easy because they just use, I believe, just the same controller library I was using for my own library, which is the GIL RS one, I believe. Yeah, GIL RS. So GILRS. I don't know. I don't remember what that stands for, but probably Gamepad Input Library. Most likely. Seems plausible. Okay, so we have 0, 0 all the way up here. Right. So we had it here because we're basing it off the world position. So having the screen position minus the window size makes sense because this is 0, 0 currently, and then we multiply it. Well, we get the camera transform and multiply it by screen position. We get the X and Y of the cursor. Okay, so if we go So this is no longer screen. We're going to call this window position because it's where the cursor is relative to the window if 0, 0 is at the center of the window. And then let's cam to screen. So let's print out what the world coordinates are. So cam to screen. So this is world chords. World chords. And then I guess we can see what happens there, because when we move to the right, the world chords should increase by the amount we've moved to the right. And I think what we'll find is that's true. But I think what we'll find is when we move up, maybe the y of chem, like the world coordinates, goes down instead of going up. And that's how we're ending up with some mismatch, like directional stuff when we move around. Right? Wait, I didn't update my text. That's today. Oh shit. I double clicked something and it broke the game. Amazing. QoL Skill tree. What's tomorrow? 15. There we go. Oh, wait. Yeah, I think I just clicked on this option here, which I've discarded this option a long time ago. And so it's just I haven't removed it yet. Okay, so shooting still works, or has returned to working, let's say that. The skill tree still works fine. Excellent. Okay, so if we head to the right, and then we can go T, skill tree still works fine. And if we have a look at our world coordinates, so this is 0, 0 in terms of window position, which is correct, but it's at 500, 0, 0 in world coordinates, which is ideal, because we must be around 600 pixels to the right. Awesome. So then if we head up, and then we get rid of the bad guys so they don't annoy us, and then press T, immediately we saw some issues. So for some reason this is vitality right here. Okay, let's have a look. So at 0, 0 we're at, well, we are at plus y. Oh, but we were multiplying it by negative because we found the interaction was flipped. Wait, why do we have to flip the y? Because in terms of, oh, never mind. So the y coordinates, when I put my cursor going down, it increases, and when I go up, it decreases. Does that mean I just need to like multiply all of this by negative, like the reverse stuff? So cam to screen is equal to vector 2 new, and then we'll go 1, -1. And then, sorry, not equal to, multiplied by. Okay, so this will, okay. Vector 4, so this is just 1 all the way along. So we just want to flip the y. Okay, so this should mean, I hope this means that traveling upwards will, having the cursor go upwards will increase it. instead of decreasing it. I think that solves all of our problems until... No, maybe it does just solve all our problems. Now this won't work because we are already inversing it in the skill tree file, but that's fine. Okay, so our aiming is also broken because we've changed how exactly that comes through, but we can solve that later. I would like to kill the enemies now, please. No. Oh my god, this makes it so hard to aim because there is the logic behind like where exactly it shoots is not is it based on the world coordinates? It might be based on the world coordinates and your cursor position at the same time. Because like once I hit here, like as soon as we leave 0 now, it breaks. Because it kind of works while we're at 0. Okay, so what we should see is actually we don't know what is going on. So this should be 0 for everything. So it's 0 for world position, 0 for world chords. That's good. Oh yeah, so while we're at 0, 0, these numbers should be the same. And that is what we're seeing, but the window position coordinates are incorrect. If the window position coordinates are incorrect, that means we multiply this one by what, 1 and -1. But will that... I think that might change the cam to screen. So cam to screen is going to be wrong because we are like inverting the y a second time at that point, and so it wouldn't be transferring it back to essentially what we had just now, but it does mean it might fix a few other things. Okay, so we have aiming again. Aiming is back. That is great. Okay, so yeah, okay, so the world chords is reversed, which is why aiming works. Because aiming was designed when our screen chords were like negative was up for some reason. Hmm. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, here we are. Oh shit. Oh, we got a really bad spawn there. Okay, so are they aligned? They are not aligned. So now the X is not quite aligned. Why is it not aligned? Oh, we moved. We moved. Let me start again and try to open the skill tree without getting distracted. Okay. So yeah, they should be aligned now. Okay, they are aligned. Hovering does not work, however. Mercurial. Wait. Where's our movement system? So, what would it be? Inputs? Input, up. Yeah, we go in the Y direction when we go up. So Y should definitely be up. I forgot to check up, down. I was just checking if they matched. Okay. Okay, so going up increases Y. Oops. And going down decreases Y. Okay, that's good. Okay, so left and right is fine, but moving the mouse, even in the drag, Y is inverted. Why is that? Hmm. Okay, so where's the drag? It's probably an input, right? So with the Y being the wrong direction for dragging, that means... Wait, why does that happen? Why does drag end up being the wrong direction? I actually don't know. I mean, this feels kind of weird because like we're adding the band-aid fix by multiplying the Y by -1 in a bunch of places, sorry, instead of just the one. Because we are removing the... So if the mouse moves +1 to the right, the skill tree should also move +1 to the right. Because we don't want any natural scrolling bullshit. Okay, that did fix it. Alright, so with that fixed, I reset it. Minor elemental. Okay, so the Y's are flipped again. How does it... So making the screen position... Yeah, you lost 2, yeah. Yeah, like, I don't really know why, like, hovering down here means that we're hovering over this node that's up here. Because, like, it's literally the whole reflection thing. And the nodes are placed in the world around 0. So, like, this node here is drawn, like, at position, like, I don't know, plus 5, let's say. And so the hover should also be +5, but currently it's -5. We are flipping it here, so maybe it's just because we left the flip in that we were doing the patched flip we're doing in here, and removing that will actually just solve it and we'll be finished. Well, I mean, like, it all depends on... So everything at this point should work if we don't move. As soon as we move up, that's what we were trying to solve last time. Okay, so skill points are fine. I cannot aim. So we need to get a good spawn. We got okay spawn here. So if we head over here, and then we head up, and then I press T before I die. Okay, we have gotten somewhere. The nodes are hoverable. Okay, so can I survive to do more up? Because at the moment the aiming is actually working pretty good. It's just not aligned, which is expected at this point. Okay, we fixed it. And then dragging still works. Okay, there we go. It's fucking done. We finished dragging. And the skill tree opens up where your character is rather than teleporting the camera all the way back down. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. Okay, we solved it. So we got as lost. We got, like, this seems to happen a lot, but I always find you have to get a certain amount of lost before it solves itself. Because at some point during being lost, it just fixes itself, and you're like, okay, finish. I need to open up the player class because we need to remove the adjustments that we made to the aiming to compensate for the reversed cursor placements. because it's based on negative y being up and positive y being down, which is painful sometimes. Alright, so firing, player input is what we're looking for. Here we are, player input. So if they are firing, it does all that stuff. This is all fine. Cursor position, that's fine. Number of projectiles. The angles. Okay, the angles. Okay, so at the moment we're adding 90 just because. So if we remove plus 90 just because, maybe our math originally did make sense, but it wasn't working because like this is the whole quadrants thing. Like I'm not sure if you're I was gonna say alive. I don't think you were around when I was doing it last time, but when I was implementing shooting, I had the whole quadrant thing. No, sorry, that's not how the quadrants look like. Like I worked out we had these quadrants and this top quarter and this bottom quarter, they were on opposite sides, and then the left and right quadrants, they had something else weird going on that wasn't just flipping it, and I had to solve that, and that would have almost definitely be because of this bug that I just fixed. Okay, so currently it's going around the wrong way around. Is that it? Like, where is... So if left is aligned, and then we go straight up, we're going down, straight right. Okay, left and right is correct, but up and down is reversed. Yeah, okay, here we are. This is the problem that we had originally, but it's reversed now because we've compensated for it. Go away, triangles. So left works, right works, but up and down is reversed, and because they're reversed, there's no easy progression between, there's no smooth transition between the two. So how did we reverse it? Is this what this minus is for? So if I remove that minus on the y when we're calculating the firing angle, does it just work? That'd be cool. Small fix, big progress. We may need the plus 90 back in though, depending on how things line up. Actually, I forgot to check. Well, yeah, I guess I don't need to check. I was gonna say I forgot to check if I'm actually live or not, but I must be. Oh shit. We really got mobbed right there. Okay, so there's definitely some weirdness, but maybe it's just the rotations backwards. Okay, so oh yeah, there we go. So left is left, right is right, up and down is still reversed. What? Wait, we did nothing to it. Changing this to a positive did nothing. Okay, that means they square this, which makes sense actually. So what did we do exactly? It's like, this angle stuff doesn't matter when you have one projectile. So this is when you have leftover. If leftover is greater than 0, leftover is the fraction of half of the projectiles, and so this is the single bullet here. So it goes in direction at the translation. So direction, this direction is player translation minus cursor translation. Oh, and then we flip the X for some reason. I mean, presumably, we know why now. We're gonna have to test all the projectile counts again because they will need adjusting as well. So if we remove the X flip, so we were flipping so many things here, what the fuck? So we're flipping the X of the direction of the main bullet, which doesn't, okay, so yeah, we're flipping the X of this, and then once we had done the A10-2, we're flipping the Y after that fact, so that was a bit of interesting. Okay, so are we just 180 degrees wrong? Yes, okay. So we're currently aiming backwards, essentially. Awesome, that's amazing. That's a very easy fix. Now, the easiest fix I think is we just add 180 to the degrees, and that's it. Although, wait, no, singular projectile is just direction itself, so we need minus direction. That's it, we just minus direction. Oh yeah, here's some controller stuff, because this is using controller. Actually, we've already done the controller stuff by this point. But yeah, a controller here. This is the controller code I have, which you have like your buttons, so south is like the X on the PlayStation or A on the Xbox, and that's my firing button currently. Then you have all the sticks, and you get the axes, which is like 0 to whatever. Hello April, welcome to the stream. I'm just enjoying some tea right now while we refix our aiming, and it looks like we have fixed aiming because the bullets are going towards the cursor, so that's good. We move the skill tree around, which is nice. Means we have finished that task, and we can probably move on to either coloring or zooming. Probably zooming since it's in the same scope of everything else. So is this something I actually tick off? What's this last one? Tooltip skill tree to automatically move on to screen and wrap text. Oh, we were doing that one, but it stopped working, or it doesn't work because we moved on. I mean, it kind of works because like it's kind of happening here for these smaller ones, but when it comes to the big ones go off the screen no matter what. And we also need to do it for these sized, because you can see that the background of the text doesn't even show up. Okay, we need to do that probably before zooming, because those will stay the same. Node shapes, possibly click and drag. That is a task. That is complete. Click and drag is complete. Oh. Okay, so let me think. Right, the pop-ups. Maybe pop-ups and placing them will end up being better now. I mean, I don't really know, but we'll see. Okay, so what exactly were we doing in the pop-ups, and how did we mess it up so badly? Because at least now we can drag the tree around and do really, really thorough tests. Okay, so the skill tree has background and text, and that's fine. So we create that, but then we don't adjust it until here. Okay. Oh. April, thank you for the water redeem. I will have a big gulp of water right now. But then again, I'm like, do you redeem that just so you can hear me say that word? Or do you redeem that for other the hydration reason? Yeah, that word. That word exactly. Both now. That's good. That's good. It's like a double win for you. It's like not only do you keep your streamer hydrated, you also get to hear the word be said in, I guess, a funny way. Okay, so how do we tell? So the problem is, I believe, the problem is with these nodes and pop-up boxes is that they are in terms of the world position and not the window position. Which means, like, essentially, if we have a window here, and let's say this is 0, 0, and this is the width, and this is the height. If we have a check for like the bottom and the left side of the screen, or the top or the right, like this will work while we are in the center of the screen. But as soon as we have moved in the world, because the world is like bigger than the screen, so this circle is the world and this is the screen. Once we move over here, the screen's over here, but those coordinates that we've coded in are over here still, and so they no longer work. So we need a way to translate from world to screen instead of screen to world. So that is our task currently. And I believe we just do that with the camera matrix. Like, we can do that with the camera matrix, but that's a lot of multiplies. And I think we can just do this with like a bunch of pluses and minuses. Because if we want it to be centered around 0, 0 in concept, we just minus the... What do we minus? We minus the player's location as well as the offset of the nodes. I think that works. Because if we minus, like, this is the player location here and the player location's here, so we minus the offset, that brings us from up this top right all the way down back to this 0, 0 area. And then the nodes themselves are placed around the player, and we already have the information of like how to get to them, those nodes from the player's location. And so if we just grab these little translation information and add it to this, like we transfer that way, and then we add these extra ones for all the nodes, and then we can check whether or not they are in the bounds here. That would work. So how do we do that? I mean, like, we know how to do that. I mean more like, how should we go about doing that? And what would be optimal? Accidentally deleted a squiggly bracket. It's like, this runs only when the text info updates, and then we get the parent of the text info, which has a background sprite and transform. So it's already too late by then, because we don't know what node this came from. So all of this that I've just thought of is redundant, because like we don't know what node it came from, and it's already drawn text here, and we're trying to get a background like underneath it. But the problem is we need to, if we hovered over this node currently, it draws a window and text right here. It goes off the screen. Oh, so we just get the player's position. We minus the window width. That gives us the bottom of the screen, no matter where we are. Then we check if this right side of the window plus its height, and we check if that is less than the lowest point of the screen. And if it is, we move it back up by the difference, because the difference will be however much it's fallen off the window. Okay, so I think that's kind of what we have currently, but it's not quite working. Okay, so window top is half of window height. Is that right? Yeah, because we add half a window height, and window bottom is negative window top, which is also, yep, that's fine. And then the mistake we've done is we have only taken into account the background's location and it's not compared to the player like we had just stated we'll need to do. So if we go player and then we go query, reference of play, no, sorry, no, reference of transform from the player, which there should only be one of, and multiplayer is not in the question, so I don't have to worry about multiple players being a thing. Wait, should I do it with the camera? Do I do it with the camera? Because if we do it with the camera, it's going to be more consistent. Camera. Wait, no, it won't. Yeah, well, okay. Primary camera, I believe, is the tag that it has. And we need to import that from the camera file, I believe. Do we have a camera file? We do not have a camera file. How do we manage the camera and all of that? So, oh, this is in Bevy. We don't want Bevy. We need modules. So, use create modules camera. Is there still just no camera module? Oh no, there is. Primary camera is not a thing, so is it just camera? Let me have a look. So let's open it up. Main camera. That's what we're after. Main camera. There we go. Let me scroll back down to the updating the pop-up. This becomes main camera, so we're getting the translation of the main camera, and there should only be one of these regardless of everything. And so once we're in here, we'll go camera position is equal to camera dot single translation, then truncate. And that should give us X and Y of the camera. I don't think I need to unwrap this, that's fine. Hell yeah. Okay, so given the XY, let's comment out all this so we can start afresh. We don't have to like work out what we've done in the past. So actually I'll uncomment this immediately because the whole point of this is to make it visible, so that's good. I'll also uncomment these two because these stay the same because background size is going to be the logical size, which is what we want, and the sprite size we just set it to that. Okay, now this is where the spicy stuff comes in. So do we still need the offsets? Because offsets, what does the offsets do? Offsets for the text. Okay, yeah. So we still need to make this offset. This offset means the background is in the right place in terms of the text. Right? Because, well, at least currently, we move the we move the background towards the text, and then we move the text back to the where it was before. So actually, for simplicity, let's forget about this. Let's forget about the background for now. If we use the text location, so this is where the text actually is, so text position, this ends up being text transform. Yeah, text transformed translation truncate. Okay, so given the text position, we can go text position dot y and minus, if we want to do the bottom of the screen, we get the top, which is the y, then we minus the size, which is background size dot y, because we are minusing the whole size. And this becomes bottom of text is equal to that, and then we go let bottom of window is equal to the camera position dot y minus window height by half. And we need to, oh no, we already have window. Window is here, that's good. So we probably have to make window actually equal thing. Yeah, we do. Or, yeah, we do. So where do we, camera, yeah. We go let window equal window.single. Because there should only ever be one window, so doing a window.single should always work. So I guess if there is no window, the player is not going to know if the game crashes or not anyway. There's no window. They'll think it's crashed already. But I don't know how they would end up with no window to start with. Okay, so what's going on? Okay, main camera window. What does it have issues with? So is it the transform? So this is with pop-out background and without text layout info. Text layout info is changed to that. Okay, so it crashed because it doesn't know if this transform conflicts with any of the others that we have queried. And I think we can simply just go without pop-up background, and that might suffice. Otherwise, if it doesn't, I'll also have to add a without text layout info. Actually, I almost definitely will, because this transform is covered by this query here, other than it doesn't have a main camera, but it doesn't know that. It can't confirm that is the case. So without text layout info. So as long as we don't give the camera text, it should be fine. Should be great even. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, so we have done nothing. It compiles, that's what it does. Okay, so we have bottom window and we have bottom of text. So we check if bottom of window is greater than the bottom of text. Excuse me. So we need to then move everything up. Yeah, so if we go this offset stuff, wait, the offset stuff happens regardless. Oh no, why did it delete all of my lines? What? Well, it doesn't happen regardless. It almost happens regardless. So it happens after we've done all of that, but we need to set offset background above here to go, let's not offset background, have this equal a vector2 split. We'll just have that 0, 0, and then the regular offset will add it to it, and this will offset background dot y. This will add to the y value, so it pushes it up. And we want to push it up by how much do we want to push it up by? Bottom of window minus bottom of text, right? Because bottom of window in this case is going to be greater than bottom of text, so this is going to be a positive value, and we move it up. Okay, that's fine. And I forgot the D. I forgot about the D. And offset background. You know what? Yeah, sure. Let's make this a vector3. And then, yeah, we offset the text in the background as according to plan. And I think that's it. That should be it. That might be working. And if that's working, then we just need to make the rest of the simple cases, which is top, right. And I don't think left can occur currently, but it'd be good to have it in there just in case. Just in case. Oh. Okay, so it does not work. It does not work. Why does it not work? Okay, I guess we can find out, right? So let's print out bottom of text as well as the window. We can see what those values are. We can visually see why, like, I guess we kind of know bottom of text is ending up greater than bottom of window. Oh, I need to get rid of this. Wait, sorry. Does this help us? I mean, we need to get rid of the coordinate printing stuff. Yeah, world coords go away, window position goes away as well. Okay, so text is negative 100, window is negative 540. So that means text is at negative 100. Negative 540. Minus 100 though, like what? Does that even make sense? Hello. I'm trying to work out why the text thinks it's at negative 100, or at least text y minus the background size of the text. I mean, we get rid of all of this. Actually, not all of it, just the just that. Okay, so if we, what is the camera's position? And also, what is the background locate text position? because I guess we need to work out if the camera needs to be offset by the window width or height, or both, and also if the text position ends up being relative to the screen or not. And so this becomes camera position. And we also do text position, like so. And then we wait for it to compile. It's tea time though, while we do wait. A yummy tea. Ooh, another water redeem. Thank you very much. I will take another gulp of water. Right this second. Tasty. Not really. It will do, thank you. Okay, so right, we're trying to work out if the screen coordinates and all of that. Okay, so at 0, 0, currently we have no hover, so it doesn't actually print anything. So if we hover this one, text position is 0. Oh, right. Text position's always going to be 0, 0. That makes sense. Okay, that's my bad. That is my bad. So instead of taking the texture position, we need to be making, we're not making anything. The background position before moving? Or do we need it after moving? Let's use it after moving. And so instead of having background offset, adding that, we minus it from the background position, because then this should be in line of the actual text. Holy, thank you for the follow, Susan. You have a very long Twitch name. I have not seen a Twitch username that long before. That's wild. That's pretty cool though. It's pretty sick. Okay, so because are we adding, yeah, we add the offset to the background, and that means we don't need to add the offset to the background anymore, but we do need to do the reverse offset to the text still, because it's the child of the background. And then with this new background position in its correct place, which would actually be a vector 2, like so, we can, or I'm going to comment out our print line for now, and so bottom of window and bottom of text. So bottom of text should now be background position. Actually, we already check the minus. Okay, hang on a second. Let's move this offset back down to here. So this is offset background. Because yeah, I guess what I'm doing here is I'm already manually minusing the background size, but I suppose the difference here is that here I'm minusing half of the background size, and this one I'm doing the full one. So maybe having offset assigned before we use it, this will allow us to use offset background as the variable here, and that way You don't need to remember that I should halve the logical size. And the logical size is actually just the background size, so for clarity, we get the background, we just place the background size variable in here instead of the other one. So this does need to be a vector 3, so extend 0, because we don't want to add anything to the z-axis. And background position is not the text transformation. It's the background transformation. Okay, so with the background transformation being correct now, and we set the offset based on the background size, and then we check if we get the position minus the offset. Actually, it should be plus the offset, because the offset has already got the minus y. And then the bottom of the window is the camera Y, take away half of the height. So this should bring us down to the bottom of the window, as the variable says. And then we check if the bottom of window is greater than the bottom of text. That means the bottom of the window is higher than the lowest text line. And so and so we need to move the text up by the difference of these two. So we minus bottom of text away from the bottom of window. This will give us our offset differentiation, and we add that to the offset background, so we start heading, like moving the text box back up, and then we actually apply that to the translation of the background and the text. Now, whether or not all of that works is another question. So let's have a look. So let's get rid of these beginning enemies. I really should move their spawn, because like getting swamped like this right at the beginning is pretty rude. What were we checking? Oh yeah, if it falls off the edge. Okay. Something is definitely happening, and like what we want to happen's clearly not happening, but if you have a look at here, so if we have a look at a regular one, you can see minor is like very close to the left side and there's not much space off the top, and this seems to be the same for all of the nodes. Same with radar, same with Hawkeye. But you can see Rampage. Rampage is a longer one. The background has moved up a little bit, but the text hasn't moved, which is interesting, I believe. And then I think this lethal, the text has moved up a little bit because it's a little bit closer to the top of the background. Okay, so why is it not moving itself up? Okay, let's print out these lines again. So we want the hang on. So if we get the camera position, we also get the background position, and then we also get the, well, we don't need the window width or height, we already know what that is, but if we get the offset, the background offset, and then we just paste it in here as well. So offset background, save. We should be able to see what variables are happening when, and it should become clear which variable is actually not functioning as it should intend. So possibly camera position Y could be the bottom left of the screen, or like the bottom already, and that would make sense why it's not working currently, because we moved the theoretical camera Y position down by a whole screen again. So I hope it's something as simple as that. Okay, so at just above 0, 0, the camera is negative 75 currently on the X and a positive 34. The offset is 120 minus 20. Wait a second. So over here, the offset is 175. Wait, no, the offset's the size of the. Should be the size of the background. Wait, hang on. It's always negative offset. Alright, it is meant to be always negative. Okay, so yeah, so the size is 20 sometimes, and as we saw, it was like 160 some other times. Okay, so text position. So 388 in the X and 42 on the Y. This is not the text position. The pen line says it is, but that is incorrect. The background position. This is bottom row of text and then of window. Bottom of text and then bottom of window. And if I equal another water to redeem. Oh, I'm gonna have to refill my cup very soon. Thank you, thank you. Oh man. I'm just gonna be like 100% water after this stream. No longer are we 70% water beings, but we're 100%. Okay, so bottom of text is 6 and the window is negative 540. Negative 540. That's not right. 6 is correct. Oh, okay, so we need to translate the camera to have the 0, 0 here so it's in line with everything else, because I'm not mistaken, if we head over here, press T, bottom of text is 45, which is a positive number still. Oh wait, we need to move up, because at the moment we just moved to the right, so I can't actually tell if there's a difference. Okay, so we've moved a fair way up, and now bottom of text is at 575. Oh, we need to okay, hang on. I worked it out. So bottom of text, this is correct, but we need to minus the camera Y, because this untranslates it. So it goes back to theoretically 0, 0 land. And then the bottom of window simply then becomes negative window height if 0, 0 is in the center, which it might be. It might be. And the rest should be the same actually, because we're just getting the difference between the bottom of text and bottom of window, so having the values, changing the values here won't actually change too much the translations. Okay, so Wait, so you can see here, so Hawkeye does, it should be going off the bottom of the screen, but we're going, bottom of text is -536, which kind of sounds like the top of the text rather than the bottom. And that is because we're adding the offset instead of minusing the offset, because minus y goes down. I don't know why I was adding there. That's very weird. Must have had a memory blip. A brain blip. Oh, yummy tea. Nom nom. Nom nom. Sadly, the tea is, I was gonna say cold. Yeah, actually, yeah. I was gonna say, for some reason I thought the tea was meant to be cold, and so, I say, oh, the tea got cold, and I was gonna be like, oh, that doesn't make sense because tea's supposed to be cold, but my hot tea has gone cold, sadly. Wait, what's going on? Wait, the text has lost value. Wait, because offset, we're already minusing it here. Okay, hang on. Offset background. Green tea is amazing cold. That's true. There is a lot of good teas, but yeah, yeah, there's lots of very tasty teas. But this one was hot, and it is no longer hot, so it's not even cold even. It's just room temperature. Slightly less, maybe. Still pretty tasty though, so like, Oh, okay. I worked out the mistake. Or did I? No, I didn't. If I make this just the background size of y, and then we just minus it, does it work? Because like, if this works, that means for calculating the bottom, I need to use not half of the height. I need to use the whole height. Okay. All right. That might actually be correct. So obviously, like, the text is not correct, but the background very much could be. So if the background is correct, that means, what does that mean? It means the text is not translating. Oh, because we need both of them to translate up, not just the background. Um, so if before we do any of that, we move the background and text like planned, then we go offset background, we reset offset background back to 0, and then we add the difference that we need to change to both text and the background. Then we move only the background because the text is a child of the background, so they both move if I move one of them, which is why I need to remove half of the offset up here for the text so it stays in line. And we add offset yet again, and so if none of this is true, we add 0 to it instead of, yeah, okay, that's good. And then sorry, this should be background transform translation. Tea time. Oh, mandatory tea times during compile time. It's very nice. It's a very nice habit to have, I guess. Although I don't think it's mandatory. That's probably a bit too strong of a word. and meaning. Wait. We've done it. We've done it. It's fucking working. Because, like, if I bring it down to the brink, yeah, it still works. If I bring it up here, it's fine. Holy shit. It works! Look! I can hover over it and drag at the same time. And we can see it, like, happening in real time. Oh shit, that's cool. Now we just need we need to do the right and the top. And I guess the left. Now that I know how to test the left. I wonder if you can change the cargo to display a nice little ASCII tea time animation while compiling. That would be cool. That would be cool. I bet you could. Because, like, you can change the output based on, like, verboseness and also make it silent, so, like, I guess at worst you could, like, run... Yeah. Yeah, I bet it's possible. I should look it up, work out how to do it. Oh! My chair spun me around. Okay, let's do the rest. So we have the bottom of the window and bottom of the text. So we need the right of text, the right of window, not right of way, just right of window. We need the top of text and the top of window. We also need the wrong of text and the what is it? And the wrong of window. And we need to fill these out. Okay, so the right of text would be just background position.y, and that's it. Minus x minus camera position.x, and then the right of window would be window width by half. The top of text, what would that be? That would be the background position.y minus camera y, because we just don't minus the background size. That's fine, that's good. And the top of window is the window height by half. And then the wrong of text is the background position x without anything, because the right of text should be, sorry, the right of text should be x, background position x plus the background size dot x. Correct. Then right of window is correct, yep. So we just don't add the size to wrong of text for the background to get the correct wrong of text. And then the wrong of window is just the negative of window width by half. The cup of tea would fill up as the compilation gets further too. Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Camera position. We also need to take away camera position from this one as well. Okay, so given all of these, so this needs to be camera position F. Yeah, okay, these are all basically the same. So if right of window is greater than right of text, then we go offset background.y plus equal right of window minus right of text. That's it. Easy. Although it is background offset of X. Then we go if wrong of window is less than. I think it's less than. No, it's greater than still. Oh, hang on. So the right of window should be... It should be less than here. But if we want to keep them all greater than, so we need to go, this one is right of text is greater than the right of window. Oh my god, it did not autocomplete even though I highlighted the option. And then we go right of text minus right of window. So then we have if the wrong of window is greater than the wrong of text. We've got the autocomplete. It's really like, not the autocomplete, like the you press enter after you highlight the option. It's really messing me up. There's not actually, like, it puts in an enter sometimes instead of actually giving me what I want. So this actually has become a minus because we're minusing the difference off the right to the left. Yeah. And then this one is a plus because we're going from left to right, which is plus. So this is the left of wrong of window minus the wrong of text. And then we check if the top of text is greater than the top of window. And we go offset background y minus equal minus the difference between top of text and top of window. Okay, maybe this has solved everything. I mean, it would be cool if it just instantly works. No problems, no bugs. I think that would be really sick. Have you ever used the lowercase VIW keys or CIW for quick replace in Vim? I sometimes use the R key to replace a singular letter. C. What does C do? Wait, C-I... Visual I... Oh yeah, I do. I have done the VIW though. Wait, VIW. Wait, that's just more highlighting things. Yeah, I have done the VIW stuff. Like usually I do VI, and then I do some stuff with it. Like, yeah, I also do control. Hang on, is this control V? I do like doing the, like if I wanted to add mutable along here, I do control V and then capital I, and then you like add mutable there, and that adds it all in. I use that one for sure. CIDLB will replace the whole world. Yeah, yeah. C. Wait, Shift C. Oh, wait, Shift C deletes all of it. C. I. W. C. My capital C seems to get rid of everything and then it doesn't. Oh, yeah, no, usually, okay, so what I do to get rid of a word is I do CW, that's it. There's no I. I don't know what the I does. Yeah, like, wait, what's the difference between just doing CW and CIW? I do CW quite a bit. Oh. Wait. You're in insert mode anyway after a CW. Because like if we have a look down here, like I don't know how, you go C and then W, which it didn't show, but I am in the insert mode. as you can see on the bottom left. Wait. I don't know if I does anything. Because yeah, I do use CW sometimes, and that does leave me in insert mode, so I don't know what the I is in deletes the character and goes into insert, puts you into. I did uppercase I for really, but CIW. CW. Wait, it doesn't CIW also make you go into insert mode after? I mean, I guess for me, at very least, I'm in insert mode after deleting the word either way, regardless of the I, which is weird. But yeah, I don't think I've used the VIW before. Unless that's just the same, but it's like VIW. Right. Yeah, I think I end up doing VW and then I use the delete key and then I go into insert with I, so that's definitely suboptimal on my part for the V macro thing. Copy link. Yo, Chawasepi, welcome. Welcome. We were doing some skill tree things, and right this second, we're having a look at the difference between some Vim macros, because I am having trouble working out what the difference between CW and CIW is, because at least functionally from my quick little guess, they are the same. Here is example, CW will be, oh, so it's just like regardless of where you are in the word. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, nice. So CIW always takes the entire word even if you're in the middle of it. And CW is the same, just does from where you are onwards. Nice. Charles. Oh, welcome. Welcome. Okay, so what exactly were we testing? I forgot. All right. So we were making this pop-up stick to the window and not go off the screen. Okay. So we added the bottom one last time, so we're testing the right side. The right side does actually not go off screen, that's POG. And the top is working as well. Okay, we've done it. Okay, so we fixed the pop-ups. And that's great. I thought that was going to take a lot longer. But this is great. Sick. Go to the first comment. Go to the comments first. Oh, you didn't even catch that when you read it? Oh, you go to the comments first, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm very good at. I seem to be very good at glancing at what they're saying for like 2 seconds and then being like, oh, that's what happened. Because yeah, I really did not read it much. I was just like, what's the difference between their examples, and then extracting it from that, because sometimes like the explanations make understanding what they're displaying harder to understand. And then I guess if I want, like what I found with Stack Overflow, which I don't actually use that often, usually I avoid it. And I just use the examples of repos, as you've probably seen. Like I'm like, oh well, I don't know how to do this, and I just go to a repo that probably has it, and then look at the issues or the documentation. But yeah, when I am on Stack Overflow, if I want some alternate versions, usually the comments do have the alternate solutions or slight modifications to the one that was given. That's top. But yeah, okay. So I'm actually really happy. So we can tick that off actually. So is that? Yeah, here we are. So it is one of our tasks. So tooltip skill tree automatically move onto screen and map text. We've done that. That's done. Ticked. I should update the text because we've done a few more points, a few more. Oh wait, we don't have that anymore. Okay, don't worry. I thought we still had the tasks to complete number because we're at like 15 out of 50, I think, currently. You know Vim Pro, so you basically know Shift A to go to the end of a line. Shift A. Whoa. I just press end, like I just go end and it doesn't put me on insert or anything. I didn't know about shift end, that's cool. CIW and BIW for quick editing. You just press W and B the rest of the time. Yeah, I don't actually end up pressing B that often. Usually I end up doing W's. Yeah, getting those W's. Okay, so we removed the print lines, didn't we? What's this skill node? Hovered. What's this bottom of text? Yeah, okay, cool. Cool. B is kind of harder to reach. Yeah. Yeah, like the other useful ones is double G. Double lowercase g gets you to the top of the document, and double capital G is the bottom of the document. Very good for those big documents, and you're like, shit, I need to add an import, and you're like somewhere in the middle, and you don't want to like scroll all the way up or press page up a billion times. I don't actually know which other ones I do. Have you worked out macros? Macros are hella fun, and they're very useful. Not in Rust, in Vim. They do take like a little bit of understanding, but once you understand it, it's hella pog. Especially if you're doing repetitive stuff. Are we doing Zoom? Are we doing skill tree Zoom now? I guess we are. And we also have Edged, apparently. It describes macros and Rust too. Yeah, I've used macros a tiny bit. Actually, it's a bit more than a tiny. I have used it for some big projects, but I always forget how they work. So I always have to copy my other examples and be like, if it works, it's fine, and then never touch it again. You remapped JK to X insert. Oh, nice. Oh yeah, no. What I mean is, in Vim, I think it's a default one. If I wanted to say, add something to the end of every line of all of these variables, let's say +1, you can press Q, and then another, like an activation key. So I'm going to press E. And you can see this. It says recording at E, and if I start at home, I should have started at home, but I pressed home, and then I can press end to get to the end, and then we go insert, and I go like +1, then I go back to the start and go down a line, and I press Q again to finish the macro. We can do like 5 at E, and it should add 1 to the end of every line, but I messed up the macro a little bit, so I added 1 to the same line. But yeah, it's pretty sick. Pretty sick. But yeah, remapping stuff. Yeah, I haven't done many remaps. Like, the only... Yeah, so yeah, Vim is next level. The only macro that I have added to the base stuff, to NeoVim, is holding shift and then the arrow key does this. I don't know if this is normal, but I know it's not default because I'm always trying to do it on other people's computers, and like I can't, and it's so useful. It's definitely one of my favorite macros. Where was this before? Was it just underneath there? Yeah, it was. Okay. Save. Oh, you know how to do undo and redo, right? It's a pretty important combo, I think. The code that was probably required to do all this must have been annoying. Who knows? Maybe they just loved text parsing and um uh what's it called? It's like it has a special word for like language parsing stuff. Maybe they just love that. No, really. Yeah, but you found that I saved too much for it to help. Can't undo past a save. Wait, can't you? Wait. So if I do if I save here, we go +5, we save again, then we go +6, and we save again. If I undo, there must be just a setting, because like that 5, this 5 here is gone, and so is the +6. And I started going into the when we were playing around with this. Yeah, because this is all the way back at newest, and we have both the +5 and +6. Might be a setting, yeah, fair enough. I would, that would be kind of annoying, I think, having saves be your undo limit. Because I guess what I have done is I did make my undo limit like 500 or something, because I'm like, I'm gonna need those undos. It does lead to NeoVim having like sometimes a lot of gigabytes of used memory between the Rust analyzer and the undos. Although the undos might be saved on hard drive / SSD at some point. Don't know. So I actually have no idea how to do zooming. Oh, how? So actually, can we? Is it possible? What funny things to start with? Can we and is it possible? Filters. Filters? Excuse me. I don't know what a filter is. Post FX. Oh right, so shaders. That would not work. I mean, it would kind of depending on how I implement it, but I guess the idea is to have it similar to Path of Exile where you zoom in and the whole tree gets bigger and you can still interact with it and all that. So I'm wondering if we, because cameras can zoom, can't they? Because currently we get the window width based on the camera, and if the camera's zoomed in, then that might be problematic. I actually don't know. Oh, I need to whip up the Bevy documentation though, because I don't know the functions of the camera. And we need to work that out. Oops. .rs. Bevy. What the? Go away. This is our oopsie. Okay, so Bevy. Camera zooming. Ooh. Am I about to find that in here as well? Like camera. I presume zooming's like something in here, right? No. Maybe I will have to click your link. Oh, it's part of the book. It's part of the book. Okay. Does it have a zoom component? It does not. It has a viewport thing, but I don't know if that's like the same. Have a look. Zooming in 2D, you can change the orthographic projection scale. This allows you to scale everything by some factor regardless of scaling mode of behavior. Alternately, you can reconfigure scaling mode. This way it can be confident how exactly coordinates and units map to the screen. It also helps avoid scaling artifacts with 2D assets, especially pixel art. Okay, we are gonna have to do a bunch of weird stuff then, because like hmm. If okay, so given that, if we go to our input system, new source modules input. If let's hang on, so we go let's grab this keyboard input stuff. If we have the input that was just pressed or just released, let's go with just released so we can easily do it in increments. And we'll do this with G and H. I just want to see how all of this interacts. We do need the camera component. No, we need the projection. So yeah. So camera query. So we need a query of. Actually, we need to move this to the function above. I presume you know how to cut and paste as well. Well, I don't know why I keep saying I presume. It's very handy. So cut and paste and copy, I guess. Because copying is just you highlight it and press Y, and then cutting is you press D. And then P is for paste, because it makes sense, P for paste. Okay, where did I just put the camera query? Did I not move it? I did not move it. Okay, so this wants to be, what did they say? With main camera. Save. Wait. We need to import main camera. So camera, main camera, save that. What's wrong with this? Identify save skill tree. What? What? We didn't do anything to you. Expecting save. Did I delete? Oh. Oh. I moved the wrong parameter. There we go. Okay, so given G, so for G and H, so we want G to minus the scale, so go lit mut. Hello, and purify. So projection is equal to query camera query, sorry. Dot single, we'll ignore safety. We'll go projection dot scale plus equal. Let's go 0.01. Let's see if that's like enough to make a difference. It might not be enough, especially if we're doing it I think this needs to be immutable. Camera query. Oh, we need to make this mutable as well. Okay, time to see if zooming like visually does stuff, and then watch all of our interaction code just break because nothing handles scaling. Scaling mode set. Default nearest, okay. So if I open up the tree and then we go, okay, it does work. It does go the opposite way to what I had expected. So I'm thinking maybe we have the skill tree have its own camera. And then we can leave the zoom as the main camera, correct? And then we'll only have to worry about scaling involving the secondary camera, and then we draw the tooltips from the main character camera on top of the secondary camera, if that's how it works, if I can get it to do that. Because at the moment, this gets further away from accurate the more we zoom. No, the tooltip zooms as well. We don't want the tooltip to be zooming, right? Like, that doesn't make sense. It's like, look how big it is. Yeah, we don't want the tooltips to zoom. Yeah, you can see our edge stuff doesn't work anymore. Just like at all. What are these green dots? Oh, they're my bullets, don't worry. Don't worry. Okay, so this is... Oh... I have penning. Yeah, I have click and drag. Like we've done, well, basically, like, if I don't mess with the zoom, basically we have all of this, and like it's always interactable even if you've moved, which is the problem we had yesterday. Then if you have a fat node like this one, like, it stays on screen, and it stays on screen on this side too, and on the top, and on the right, and on the bottom. And so yeah, yeah, it is very pog. It is very pog indeed. And like for now, it resets to 0 every time. But I'm thinking possibly if the player wants the skill tree on this side, let's say, at the beginning of the game, they can put it here, and I can just save the offset, and then instead of resetting it to here, I reset it back to here, which will be a very minor change, but easy peasy. And then just having a reset skill tree location button somewhere, so that they can reset the skill tree back to 0 like it does currently. But yeah, so zooming is a whole fucking world of problems, so that's fucking amazing. Working with 2D covers topics relevant to making 2D. Okay, so it's just 2 sections and one of them's coming soon. Okay, so where's the camera stuff? Because how do we do like multiple cameras and have them work how we want them to be? Because like I'm thinking, like, if we have the whole skill tree like have its own camera and become like a virtual window almost, it should be good enough. Because then that way we don't have to worry about cutting off the tree so it doesn't leave the background window area. Projection. The camera projection is responsible for mapping coordinate system to a viewport, blah blah blah, as well as scaling, stretching of any image, blah blah blah. Custom camera projections, coordinate system conventions. Sure, let's have a look at their coordinate system conventions, just in case there's anything interesting. Hey, render target. Render target of camera determines where the GPU will draw things. It could be a window for outputting directly to the screen or an image asset. Render to texture. By default, cameras put output to the primary window. Ooh. This is a special camera that outputs something to something outside of Bevy. Ooh. So we could render it to a texture, like the skill tree and everything, and then display that on the screen. It is not the worst currently. I am definitely not sitting up straight, but I'm not like I'm not like messed. Let's say that. Do I have any branches to try experimental stuff? Not at the moment. We're all in the raw main branch. So on rare occasion, like basically, what happens if I start using a branch, as I can prove, because having proof is half the battle, right? Is that the off branch becomes the main branch, and then I just don't go back to main like ever. Because like with this repo, and you can see it's like 2 years ago the last time I committed to master. But if we go to I think it's where game go. No, it's still wrong. Maybe I did merge where game go into it. Raw Vulkan, Shadows, OpenGL 3D, Memory Link, Dev. Maybe it's under Dev. I don't know, one of these is like more updated than master, and I ended up using a branch for a bajillion years and didn't merge it for a long time. Is there any merges here? Like, can we see if I've merged? It doesn't look like it, so... Oh, here we are, dev branch, yeah. I was using dev branch for a really long time, for sure. And same with where game go. You redeemed water? Water. All gone. The water's all gone. I deleted it for you. There's no water left in the world. Like, I guess I should at some point have some branches. I'll go add water, good one. How will you get rust? Oh, it just takes time. You just leave it in the atmosphere and there's like little oxygen particles in the air that will make rust. It just won't be fast. We're in the slow section of Rust where you have to like learn how they do the weird camera stuff. Doesn't it? I thought it was. I thought it's iron oxidizing, and oxidizing is specifically interacting with oxygen. Like, I don't think you need hydrogen. I don't think hydrogen's required. This is not what I want. Can I get rust metal? Don't give me the Vulcan thing. Okay, here we are. Rust is iron oxide. It's literally just iron and oxide. So blah 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 blah. Rust consists of hydro. Almost this iron and oxygen, and then whatever N is, and then water. This one doesn't have water, right? Given sufficient time, any iron mass in the presence of water and oxygen. Well, water has oxygen in it. We will close that for now. We will close that for now. So we could render to texture. Multiple cameras. Here we are. This is an overview of different scenarios where you need more than one camera entity. Versus multiple windows. If you want to create a Berry app with multiple windows, that's false. Split screen. Kinda. It's kinda a split screen. Overlays. Yes. You might want to render multiple layers passes to the same render target. An example of this might be an overlay HUD to be displayed on top of the game. Wait, why would you use a whole nother pass for that? I mean, I guess if it has lots of custom shaders, But like that's very like that's like next. There's like a lot of extra processing power if you're not doing anything with it. Um, you imagine it's pretty dry where you are. There are actually some reptiles from Australia you want to get. Um, no. I'm gonna go with no. Like, uh, humidity. Let's go Queensland. Like our humidity is like 1 billion% at all times, and so the air is always hella wet. Um, and most of the livable areas near the ocean as well, which doesn't help. I don't know about the middle of Australia. What is this percent? Average humidity. Yeah. Yeah, like you can see all this coastal area that most people live in. We're at almost 100% most of the time. Like it gets a little drier, like in the middle over here, but the water in the air is massive. Yeah, yeah. So like dry-ish, like, but not really. Not really. Yeah, yeah. I think it's crazy that the cities out there that have like more than like the population of the whole of Australia just in the one city, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's crazy. How is that even possible? Um, the overlay camera could be completely different from main camera. For example, main camera might draw 3D scene and overlay might do 2D shapes. Sure. Sure, that's a yeah. Use a separate camera to create an overlay, set priority higher to tell Bevy to render it after or on top of the main camera to make sure you disable clearing. Think about which camera. Okay, so this is like okay, render to texture. If you want to generate an image in memory, you can output an asset. This is useful for intermediate steps in games such as rendering minimap. Yeah, so I guess rendering a minimap is kind of what we're doing. Or a gun shooting game, then use that image as part of the final scene to render the screen. Item previews are similar use case. I don't really know what approach is best because render to texture is fine, but it can be expensive if I do it unoptimally. And we have the problem of the coordinate system being fucked anyway. Much of Australia is actually subtropical and far north is tropical. We're actually quite close to the equator. We're too close if you ask me. We're like the middle of Australia should be like just above where Tasmania is currently. That would be good. That would be great even. We want to be even more upside down, please. Can we get more upside down? Climate map. Oh, clicking random links from chat. Yeah, so we have a bit of everything, really. Yeah. Tasmania is really good. It's probably a little bit too cold, but it's really good. Grassland. There's a lot of grassland. Desert. I haven't been there. Never been there. Subtropical. Okay, that's kind of where we are. Like, ish. Like, all of this green, a little bit of blue here. Yeah. Yeah, up in Cairns, which is this pointing part here, and like the top half of Queensland, it gets hella hot there. Like I would die living up there like all of the time. Which also means this is probably also death. Equator. Wait, oh, this is the equatorial. Oh shit, that's in the equatorial. Nice. Nice. You'll never post a link that you wouldn't trust. Yeah, I know, it's just funny because everyone's like, oh, like they're a bit people get a bit sus about links in chat. Obviously, if I was actually sus about it, I would not click it and just look it up myself. Okay, rendering. Do we want to render layers or render to texture? Or do we want to do none of this? We could do none of this. Because I guess if we want to fully copy PoE, we have the skill tree takes up the whole window anyway. And so having another camera or whatever doesn't even matter. Like, it would only matter if I wanted it in a smaller window that would be cut off on the edges, but I don't know if there's an advantage to that. Okay, so that leaves us with two possibilities. Either we change the rendering viewport, or we do things with the scale and work out how to make sure that everything's scaled correctly. Oh, okay. Because basically, we will need to, like, if this is mapped to the scroll wheel, we will need to have all of the different variations of the scale covered, and obviously we'll have a limit of minimum and maximum. And so the most zoomed out you can be will probably be what it is at the beginning. Let's just delete the equator. That doesn't quite work, because then everything that was next to the equator now becomes the equator, and so more percentage of the world becomes the equator. And I think I might be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, southern hemisphere actually gets more sun than the rest of the hemisphere. Because, like, if this is the sun, let's say this is the sun. If I'm not mistaken, the world's axis is kind of like this. I mean, this is a little bit of extreme. It's like this, and so if this is our equator, like, the south gets like a bunch. Like, this is obviously a bit. So, like, I guess in this example, the sun would actually be up here, and it would be like still like directly to here, but it means it's quicker for the northern hemisphere to like drop off. But I don't know if that's true or not. It could be. I believe it's something weird like this, where, because, like, we know the axis is on a tilt, so at least one of the sides has this happen, and I think it's the southern hemisphere. We actually get more sun and more hot because of it, because we're like closer to the sun like all of the time. 500 kilometers, is that enough? Is that enough? Yeah, it will become a global project. Like, the unfeasibility of that is like the internet lines. We're gonna be even less internet connected. And if there's any hardware internet lines, we're kind of fucked. Because I'll have to extend them by even more. Sydney is 1,000 kilometers away, so like we're putting Tasmania. I mean, all right, you got me. 500 is fine. But actually, no, this is a genius idea. Hang on. Because I mean, I can't be bothered getting that image back up, because you have Australia, right? And like, how do we draw Australia? Does anyone know how to just draw Australia? It's something like this. You have like Tasmania. We saw like all of this was desert, and only reason it's livable in these outskirts is because of the water. So like all of this water, and then a little bit down here because it's actually cold. And so by moving all of Australia down by however much, what would happen is like this desert doesn't become hot. like it gets colder, and so it becomes more livable. So like we get more livable space, and we can probably grow more things here as well for like living purposes, and so lots more people can actually be living in like the 98% of Australia that is currently either unlived in or unlivable. And so moving Australia down is the only way we expand our population without like suffering and using a billion aircons. It is the cheap version of aircon. There we go. There we go. We've solved it. You'll end up in the Goldilocks zone. Seasons. Oh my god. I'm clicking all the suspicious links today. Throughout the year, most places go through noticeable seasons, summer order. Oh, right, the seasons are because of the tilt. But this case here, like okay, yeah. So like I still think what I said was true, but where I was missing an axis because obviously the world is not 2D. It's not 2D. It's 3D, and so it doesn't have a singular tilt. It has two tilts, and so like I believe like if we have a look at this one here, where it's like approximately even for both sides according to this, this tilt would be slightly one way, right? Hmm. Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember. It confirms I'm right. Wait, what? It did. Is that what this is? The hemisphere tilted towards will experience, that's fine. That's sunlight during blah blah blah. True, true, true. At the equator, temperature variation is much smaller throughout the year. It's commoner to just consider two seasons, dry and wet. For observers, right, the North Pole South, it's only two seasons. Nothing. The start date of seasons, that's on spring alternative new seasons, but it's also just the Earth's changing distance from the sun due to the elliptical orbit. Oh, it's because like if this is the sun, the orbit is like this. Um. This estimate varies by 3% from the closest approach to the furthest. What? I don't understand. How does it confirm I'm right? We were just reading the bit about sunlight. Yeah, but this is like true for both directions. They just showed a singular one. Unless... No, that's fine. Because it spins on the axis. Because I was gonna say this side here, that's like the god area, but it spins. So that side is this bigger side. That's changing distance from the sun's Earth due to elliptical Earth. Is sometimes thought to cause seasons. No, this is not it. This is kind of on the like okay. So if the tilt, so if we have elliptical orbit, what this means is if we are unlucky and Australia's tilt is Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I don't know. Ignore that link. Yeah, it seems kind of weird.
So anyway, back to your regularly scheduled programming.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, yeah, back to the regular. Well, yeah, we're doing scaling shit, and I was like, sounds painful. Cause like, how do we even scale it? Like, whip. What the fuck? This has really turned into like, holy, that took a turn. That took a big turn. Like, what the? What the? I wish I could just like, oh, I can. Look at this, look at this, look at this whip.
Whip
like,
sounds.
God damn it. Wow. How do we...
This the sound of the whip being unwhipped.
Oh god. Wait, how do we do scroll wheel? Let's start with that. How do we do scroll wheel? Is it just mouse input? No, mouse input is buttons, right? Mouse button, keyboard, okay. Game access, okay, let's open up the bevy thing. Actually, let me just continue reading this, just in case there is something I missed. World to viewport. Wait. World to viewport and viewport to world. Hang on. Does this work for zooming as well? If this works for zooming as well, then this might be very useful. World to viewport to world 2D. We don't want that. World to NDC. What's the NDC? Normalized device coordinates. Viewport to world 2D. Wait, where's my 2D to viewport? Hang on, does this... Okay, I guess my question is, like, does this implement the projection scale? Like, if it does, then we don't need to do much, I don't think. Devo starts playing so many opportunities to use 7TV emotes. Fair enough, yeah, I've only seen some of the other streams use 7TV emotes. It's very, very foreign. Camera transform performed. Viewport to world. So we get a viewport position and the camera's location. No, we don't want that. We want world to viewport. So we give it the camera's transform and the world position. Is what we plug in we put in for hovering. Okay, let's test this actually. We can test this. This should be really easy to test. So for the tree menu for hovering or zooming, I guess, as well. So hover and zoom. There should be, here we are. So this, the distance between node and cursor, and basically we need to update node to be based on the camera. So we need to import camera here if we haven't already. We do not have camera here, so not camera. One of the few that you've seen that the bypass Twitch emote verification is just a bunch, and just add a bunch that you want instantly. Yeah, like my very small problem. I'm gonna go with. It's not really a problem. It's just a I personally, whoa. I personally don't use emotes, and so I'm like, I don't even know what to add as my own emotes, let alone adding random ones. Thank you for the follow. Tomatoes cannot be trusted. Wait. Is that a reference to Integra? Intezra? Wait. Is it Integra? Is that a reference to the YouTuber Integra? If it is, then hell yeah, that's very cool. Oh yeah, I've misspelt it. Integra? Wait, what is it? I haven't watched them in a while, but they're really cool. They make rockets and stuff. No? Oh, maybe you'll like this person. Because they always go on about Integra. They're pretty cool. Like they make all sorts of like propulsion engines and combustion engines and all their homemade stuff. Is hella cool. And throughout their videos, they have a little gimmick saying tomatoes are evil and can't be trusted and all of that stuff. So this is what your username reminded me of. It's pretty funny. Yeah, just some sus tomatoes out there. Yep. Yeah, tomatoes or tomatoes. Tomato? Is that how you... tomato. I don't know. Accents are weird. Okay, so we need the camera to get this. Okay, so we actually just need the whole camera to be imported here. So I don't think we need it to be mutable. We just need the camera. We need to make sure it's the main camera. Calling themselves fruits. Who do they think they are? It's just... Is salsa just a fruit salad? Okay, so we have some cameras here. Okay, so if I go at camera single, and then for this node position, if we just go camera dot viewport to world. Is it viewport to world? No, we want the node itself. We want node to the viewport. So world to viewport. Yeah. We go world to viewport, and then we pass in camera dot. Does it have, do we need to pass in, do we have to query its transform as well? We do. We do have to pass in its transform, so I'll add another thing here, so transform as a tuple. And then here we can go camera and the camera transform. And we pass in camera transform. Wait, does it take transform or translation? World to viewport. So it takes in just the transform. We might have to query the global transform specifically, but we'll get to that when it gives us an error. And then a vector 3. So we have a vector 2 already, so we'll just extend it and insert 0 in the Z axis. And then instead of using the world cursor here, because we are in the viewport now, we can just use the screen coordinates rather than the world coordinates. Okay, so we do need global transform here. So is that something we can just query? Global transform. So distance doesn't. All right, because node position is a vector 3, so we truncate it so it goes back down to a vector 2. Oh, it returns an option, right? So we'll just unwrap it because we love being unsafe. Well, it already returns a vector 2. That's okay then. That's good. So I guess what we're hoping from this is if it works without any zoom changes, then we can play around with the zoom and see if it still works. Because if it's this easy, like, I hope this function is not too expensive, but I imagine it is quite expensive. Okay. Okay, so highlighting does work, but the placement of it gets messed up because we're using the wrong. Okay, hang on. So yeah, it doesn't matter. The highlights messed up because at least we do stop it from going off the screen. So now we can verify it is actually still working as intended. So if we do zoom in a bunch, so is this that's zooming out? Let's zoom in. Okay, it is not translated. Oh no, it's oh, what's it called? The overlay. Okay, hang on. Let me pass the pop-up the correct position. Because currently if we do pass it the correct position, it will show up in the right area, and then when we zoom in and zoom out, we don't have to be reliant on it being either off the edge of the screen or not. And so if I replace the node position with what it used to be, which is this, leave it there, run here, surely. Okay, stop. Because if this works, then damn, this is gonna be way easier than I thought. So I forgot to test if it still works before scaling, but that's okay. That is okay. Let's zoom in a bunch. And I go boop. So like something we do want is like wait, that does work, doesn't it? Hang on. Wait, is this actually just working? I think it is just working. I mean, like, okay, this is not working. Well, I mean, it is, but it's also not. Okay, so in that case, hang on. Oh, there's so much. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna quick BRB because I need to get more water because I'm out of water, and so if anyone redeems water, then I'm kind of fucked. 2, it's been like almost 3 hours, and it's good to take a break, go for a small walk, brush your teeth, brush your hair, whatever. Look outside. I'm gonna BRB for 3 minutes. I still need to make the text for a BRB, but I won't. BRB. Okay, hello. I have gotten water. Oh shit. Have I? Oh my god. I had weird bars next to me the whole time. That's embarrassing. So embarrassing. Wait, is my model fucked? Hang on. Did I mess up somehow? Maybe I didn't. Um. Sorry, I'm just having a look at the settings. Okay. So whatever. I'll look at this later. Hello, I'm back. Okay, so zooming seems to work with this little equation, and so we need to, for dragging specifically, we need to do something similar but a lot simpler, and that is simply wait, where is dragging? This is the wrong file for dragging. So if we want dragging to line up, here, so we just need to change the offset based on the scale it has, because scale is just a value that it has, right? No, it's part of orthographic projection. So we go here, orthographic projection, and then we have it here. So ortho, and then on this we need to multiply this result, the offset, by the ortho scale. However, that's not quite right, because when we're at 1.1, we're actually zoomed in, and so we need 10% more. No, 10% less. Yes, ortho. Like, it's orthographic, isn't it? Yeah, ortho. Yeah, it's just the start of the word of orthographic. I learned most of my graphics programming using only knowing orthographic as ortho, because no one expanded it, and I was just like, oh yeah, that ortho projection. No, no, I did not. So hang on, I need to like reverse it. So if it is, oh, okay. So what I do is I do, oh my god, where's my cursor? Hello, why is the insert not working? I do 1.0 minus, minus the scale, and that gives me negative 1. Negative 1 is, no, negative 0.1, which is not what we want. Hang on. Okay, what was my idea? So we have the scale. So if it's 1.1, we minus 1 from it and we get 1. And then we want to do 1.1, 1.0 minus. Yeah. Because what this will do, this inverts it. Right? Let me get the calculator to verify. Oh shit, that's not the calculator. Because if scale is 1.1, so we have 1.1, we take 1 away, we're at 0.1, and then we do 1 minus 0.1, we're at 0.9, which I believe is the same different, like, we need the movement of the tree to be less when we're zoomed in by 10%, so we need to lower the movement by 10%, and then if we're zoomed out by 0.9, and then we do 1.0 minus that, we get, yeah, okay, this is correct. Does it work though? Like, is it just that easy? Oh, wait, why did it not compile? Did I not save? compile times. Yeah, here we are. Okay, so dragging, it is correct currently with no zoom, although is it correct? It feels correct. Wait a second, but it's not. Like, maybe we have a rounding issue here. Because, like, if I move it around enough, like, the cursor's no longer in the middle. That is very interesting. Okay, let's zoom in a bunch. So that is out, this is in. So if we zoom in a lot, it should be very obvious if the dragging is working or not. It is not. Okay, and scaling makes it move just by holding the click instead of it not moving. Okay, this did not work how I intended. I mean, it's not, no, it did not work. Oh wait, it didn't work because this is wrong. This needs to be all in brackets because we're doing a minus, and we want that to happen before all of this. So we'll put this other set inside brackets as well, just for certainty. That would have definitely been affecting it, and that's why we had a constant movement when we were just clicking, because it was minusing. Excuse me, it was minusing the scale just all at all times, and this was just multiplying the rest of it by 1, which doesn't even make sense. So also makes sense why this was getting off center when we were just dragging it around. Okay, so this works. So let's zoom in. That is out. Zooming in. Hey, anomaly station, welcome. What is that? TwitchCon hype. Oh, that's pretty soon, isn't it? Like, I heard a bunch of people are going over to, what is it, LA? Like, the only people I know there is gonna be, what is it, virtual Trackmania streamer. I watched them and they were talking about it, and and that pirate software person, and I don't know anyone else that's going. I haven't looked. Hopefully it ends up going well. Okay, so this did not fix the scaling thing. What is our scale at that point? I guess I should print out the scale so we know which way it goes, because maybe I didn't need the 1.0, because maybe the scale value is actually the correcter way around, and I'm actually just silly and doing extra work for no reason. Oh, true. Yeah, I do see it animate. It does match up with what I remember doing. Thor, yeah. Thor is their name. Yeah, Pirate Software is pretty sick. Alright, so let's just get these out of the way. Okay, so with this here, what is our ortho? Do we only get ortho? Yeah, when we're dragging. So ortho is 1 at the moment. If we press this, okay, it's going down. Oh yeah, so I'm just silly. So at the moment I'm increasing the amount it moves rather than decreasing. Okay. Alright. I don't need this -1, and I don't need the 1 minus, and I don't need the -1 either. I just multiply it by scale and that's it. It's so simple. Pirate software teaches so many things, not just how to pirate a software. They are very against pirating software, if I'm not mistaken. Because it's just the name of their company and not actually piracy. I read it wrong. Pirate software teaches too many things. Oh, just not how. Okay, I did read it wrong. Nice. That's okay. I'm sure there's other areas that are. You don't want to, yeah, I don't know. Let's not go into that topic. Like, piracy, I guess eventually. Hey, look, it matches up. Shit, that's cool. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, so now we have the problem of we don't want anything else to zoom. And this is probably why a texture thing might come into handy. Because if we render the same size, the skill tree, same size as the window, so we just have two cameras that are identical, we just render the skill tree in like the available skill points and the background, and then we just render a big square on the main camera that has this. That doesn't work because this overlay thing needs to go on top. So unless I want a third camera, I could have a third camera. That could be bad though. He did say he's an offensive hacker and to increase the defense of companies against attacks. Yeah. Depends on the diff. Do I think free-to-play game is better than paid games these days? I think what ends up happening is free-to-play games end up having better quality than paid games. Because paid games, what they're trying to sell you is the product, and as soon as you buy it, like most of the time, as soon as you buy it, they don't care after that. And they got the money, that's it. And like obviously there's exceptions to this, and like maybe it's not exactly like that, but that's essentially it. Because free-to-play games are forced to make sure the game is currently feeling good and is good, I guess, as well as going to be feeling good and is good. And that way they can continue making money, I suppose. And so just from the mere base philosophy of it, it ends up that, especially for bigger companies or low effort games, like they just like one and done it and don't touch it ever again. You worked so much time on a blend file and made a tutorial and everything, and then it didn't say, oh no. Oh my god. That is so unfortunate. I'm sorry, Anomaly. What? Is it a bug with Blender? Like if it shows you saving it and then it didn't save, is it just a bug? Is there something you can report to the devs and be like, hey, here's the proof, like part of the video where you saved it and it not actually saving? Because like if you didn't manually save it and you do have I guess both the logs as well as video proof, and you can send that into the developers, I'm sure they'll be like, oh yeah, that needs a fixing. Your whole file is bugged. The actions are saved, but the results are bugged. Ooh, interesting. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Did I miss a question? It's just cameras all the way down? Yes. Yes, I'm just gonna have all of the cameras. Wait, no, I don't need it. Wait, yeah, I do. I was gonna say I don't need another camera because if I make the background transparent and just draw the tree, then it's fine. But the overlay needs to be on top of the tree. Wait, can I just scale the text and wait. So if we head over to pop-up and we scale pop-ups by the reverse of box size. Do we actually use box size? I thought box size was something we pass in. Box size. Oh yeah, box size is here. Okay, so it's just size. Let me just fix that up. So I get rid of this and then we'll go save and it'll show me all the areas I use it. So this ends up being popup.size. What if I reverse scale the pop-up by the actual scale thing? So is this the function we already have the camera in? It is. So if the location's fine, the text is fine. If we scale the font size by the ortho scale, and we scale the maximum width by ortho scale. Actually, we might not need to do that. Actually, we will. Ortho scale. Does that like counteract it getting bigger? Like array is applied to make treads of a wheel. I made 14 divisions of 360 to match the sides of a wheel, and I still have a calculator open down. That seems like a lot of whack. So if I zoom in now, okay, this does not, this is not, oh, it's gone. Oh wait, I stopped hovering. So it kinda like, no, it's not a one-to-one scale. Like, and the text gets blurry. Oh, that's hilarious. Look how blurry that text is. It's because we're making the text so small to like try to keep the same size. And then I guess it scales it upwards, and so it becomes blurry. I wonder. We have a look at that repo. We go scale by let's go scale ortho and UI. That comes up with absolutely nothing. Not surprising. If I just go orthographic and then scale. Okay, so let's have a look at there. None of those are what I'm after. Make lighting view projection frustration, demonstrating how to zoom orthographic cameras. Camscape. Okay, so does this have the... Yeah, it has a mouse wheel. Okay, let me steal this because I need this anyway. Where's my input? Here's my input. So we need mouse wheel, right? So event reader, mouse wheel. Oh, okay. So it's an event. Mouse wheels are an event. Ooh, I didn't realize that. Mouse input, mouse wheel is res, not resource, event reader. Mouse wheel And we already have orthographic projection here, so just instead of this, how do they do it? So delta zoom wheel.ida.sum. Oh, this is right. Okay, so they have gotten all of the scroll events. So delta zoom, and then they just add them together. So mouse wheel dot ida map, pretty smart map e. We only care about the y because we don't care about horizontal zoom. We add all of the deltas in the frame update. There's the zoom change, and then what are they doing with all the mouse stuff? Cam.scale. Oh, that's fine. So min zoom maximum. Okay, yeah. So we go orthographic. Is it just ortho here? Or did I name it something different? Camera query. Oh, it's just projection. Projection.scale is equal to no, minus equal to zoom speed, which I don't know what that is. Delta zoom multiplied by camera scale. Wait. So yeah, okay. I'm just gonna keep it in the realm of additions and minuses, and we're gonna keep it 1-to-1 for now. And then we also need to clamp it, I guess. So projection at scale dot clamp. Actually, why are we clamping it here? Wait, okay, that makes sense. So clamp between the minimum, which should be say 0.5, and the maximum, we'll put it at 1 because that's what we start with. So projection at scale equals that. Wait, let's see if that works. So that should make zooming a lot faster and easier to test. Oh, we need to import mouse wheel. Mouse wheel. Wait, no, it's part of Bevy, so this is input mouse wheel. And I'll say what is going on here? Do I need to make the event reader mutable? Type must be known. F32, right? Wait. Did I miss a step? What's going on here? No, I did not. Yeah, okay, it does need to be mutable. Okay, don't worry. I did have it right the first time. Oh, I should have just trusted myself. Do I have a different error though? That's what I'm worried about. No, I don't. That was the only thing. Okay, I don't need data. Question mark? Oh, I don't read, I guess. Yeah, there we go. Reading is fine. Okay, this is very fast. This is instant with a single scroll. Okay, we do need a zoom speed, so add a new constant to our constants file. Const zoom speed This is gonna be 32. Let's do 10%. So zoom speed multiplied by delta zoom. Ooh. Hang on, BRB. I think there's people at my front door. Never mind. I just saw a random TV show that sounded like someone at my front door. Okay, so it's zooming is working. Okay. We probably want to get zoomed in a little bit more than that. So we will have pub const min zoom go 0.3 and pub const max zoom. This will be 1. Okay. Then for inputs, this will become minimum zoom and maximum zoom. We'll save this. Okay, so that didn't well, like, I guess this did make it easy shortcut to the zooming stuff. However, wait a second. Why is the trigger for? Oh, that's wrong. Oh no. Wait, why is the trigger so small? Like the so the size. Hang on. I think I understand what's going on. So for the pop-up where we're checking if it is hovered or clicked. Oh, we're not scaling the size because the size is the same even though the distance has been changed. We need to scale the size by the reverse. Yeah. This is where we need the reverse. So we get the result of the size before, then we go 1.0 minus ortho.scale minus 1. And then when we zoom in, like the whole red dot should be highlightable rather than just the middle. Start. Okay, so at the moment that is true and we zoom in. Oh my god, it's not. It's still only the very middle. Okay, what's going on? Why did it not work? So if the scale is 0.9, No, it's gone the wrong way. This is the wrong way. So, do we add the scale? Hang on, so if the scale's 0.5, we want it to be 1.5. Okay, we just need to add 1. So we go 1 plus the scale. None of this minus stuff. I am just avoiding the problem though. Like, I've avoided it so well. Like, the main problem I was facing that I forgot what it is. But I think it's the pop-up stuff, if I remember correctly. Because I need that to not scale, ideally, but it does, so I'm like, oh no. Unless, oh wait. What if I have a camera for the pop-ups? Then they can stay this scale here, and then just pop up correctly. Wait, this is not working. This is not working. Okay, there. Okay, when we're at 1, it's really big. Okay. Wait, this is wrong. When they're at 1, we want it to be times. Oh yeah, we do -1 here. Because what this means is when we're at 1, this becomes 0, and there's 1 plus 0, and then we just multiply this by 1. And we're at 0.9, this becomes -1. No, we do 1.0 minus ortho scale. Because when ortho scale is 1, it's 0. And when this is 0.9, this becomes 0.1, and then this is 1.1 times bigger. Okay, cool. So it's 10%. It did not compile then, so I forgot to save. Wow. I really wish there was something we could do in between compiles. There just might be. But I'm still working on it. The fun things to do. Let's zoom in. Okay, I think it's bigger, but it's not that much bigger. It's not as big as it should be. And yeah, so when we're fully zoomed out, it's fine. Fully zoomed in, it's not big enough. Okay, that's okay though. It is bigger at very least, and it seems to be bigger most of the way until you're this zoomed in. Okay. Pop-ups, eh? Is pop-ups just gonna be another camera? I think that's how it goes, because we just render the pop-ups to a texture that overlays the whole screen like a UI HUD. Okay, I think that's it. I think it's as simple as that, because otherwise we'll need like 2 more cameras, one for the UI itself, and then one for the tooltip stuff. Maybe that'll be fine, because maybe pop-ups should always be on top, and so having it be another camera that's rendered on top, maybe that's fine. So cameras. Where are their examples? Because viewport, clear color, camera ordering. Camera's order is a simple integer value that controls the relative order of cameras. Okay, we have a camera file, don't we? Add new source modules. We do. We have a main camera, and then we'll have I don't know what to call this camera. Top layer camera? Pop-up camera? Secondary camera? I don't know. Let's just go overlay camera. There we go. Overlay camera. This will just overlay everything. Order. Renders after / on top of the main character. So order 1 means it's on top. Modal camera? I'm not even sure what modal even means. Modal. Relating to a characteristic of mode. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. I think overlay camera. Well, I'll keep it for now. Modal like in web. Yeah, I don't do any web, or I haven't done enough to actually know what that means. I've definitely seen it in some of the JavaScript stuff I've done, but I'm like, alright then, goodbye. Basically a div that overlays over a web page like a pop-up. Nice. Yeah, I was unaware. Okay, so I basically need to do this again, and then give it a different tag. So we'll copy this. We'll paste it in here. Camera 2D, sure. Why is HDR on? Maybe HDR is on because Bloom looks like shit, and so I JK'd it into not looking like shit by turning HDR on. Oh, we don't need Bloom for this overlay camera, so overlay camera. The order. Camera bundle. Can I put an order here? Order. There is no order. Have a look at this camera 2D bundle thing. Because order is something the camera has in general, so camera 2D bundle. Camera 2D. Mushroom transform. Camera. Clear config. Oh, we need to change this as well. So camera 2D is a camera 2D. And we need to make sure it doesn't clear the screen. Clear color should be non-existent. None, please. Clear config. Okay, so do I actually need to import this, or is it okay, I do need to import all of that. So Bevy, use or pipeline, clear color config. Save. I already have some of that imported. Okay, so order is not a thing. Why is it not a thing? Under camera itself. Yeah, it's under camera, so yeah, so order just moves up to this one. We save it here. Okay, so it has no clear color, that's good. Order means it's drawn second, great. Output mode. Blend. Oh, we might need to change this. Wait, how do we tell what is written to what camera? Wait a second. Where was those examples? Yeah, so overlay is 2 passes. You finished? Nice! Congrats. That's really good. Two passes. Okay, blah blah blah. Plane cube, light, camera. Camera. Oh, this is spawning, right? Wait, what? How do we know what? Renders two 3D passes to the same window from different perspectives. Oh, so we have to render the... We have to place the camera somewhere else in existence? That seems very not good. Like, why can't we just, like, tell it what camera we need to render it at? Instead of, like, having two cameras. What? This is a very weird way to do it. Like, it makes sense for two cameras, but it's like... What? Okay, so render to texture should be a bit more, like... grounded. Yeah, we got some, like, delicious texture stuff. Okay, cool. Okay, here we are. First pass layer. Specify layers used for first pass, which will be attached to the first pass camera cube. We spawn. Okay, it has a tag for first pass cube. Light. We add light to all layers so affects both rendered texture cube and the texture setting layer. A render layer 0, 1 would cause the main view to be lit, but render to texture unlit and setting it to 1 would be the opposite. And so they say render all of the layers. Oh, first pass layer. Wait. Where did they get from? Render layers, layer 1. So this is what we want. Main pass cube with material containing the rendered first pass texture. So nothing happens in the updates, but they have the main pass camera is spawned last. They spawn a bundle based on main pass cube, and main pass cube is a component first pass main cube pass. Shows how to render a texture, useful for mirrors, UI, or exporting images. Okay, so wait. So they have an image that is just an image, and it has a size, and they fill it up. They make a handle for it, and then they make a cube and give it a material, and then they get render layers 1. And we add that to the spawn function. Cube that we rendered to the texture. And then we give the lights to render all... What is a render layer? I guess. Okay, so we have a first camera which has a render layer attached to it. Okay. Alright. So, what I'm understanding is if if I go pub once render layer, I think it's resize. We'll go resize 1. I head back to camera, and when we spawn the second camera here, we also insert render layers, and then we pass in the overlay. Wait, what did I call it? Oh, sorry, this is the overlay layer. Overlay layer as a component. Render layers layer if is less than for sure. I do say quite a bit. I have briefly, I guess, stopped trying to not say it. Okay, prelude render. So we get this from shove that over there. Okay, so that whatever happened there was we have to render, and we want a few render layers. We save. This means when we create a pop-up, we can give it a render layer, right? We go camera, pop-up. Here we'll just go insert render layers layer, and then we'll go overlay layer, save. This comes from view render layers. Wait, why do I have camera open twice? Oh, it's render view, that makes sense. I have not imported the const file. Oh shit, I said again, didn't I? Can I convert a what? What can we not convert? What's going on here? Along with and that is true. Okay, this should be a U8 and not a U size. Yeah, maybe I should put back in a lot of effort for not saying those things. It's probably very good to get those out of your vocabulary, especially when talking, or just in general, like giving speeches or having discussions, deleting the ums and ahs. Ums and ahs. Okay, we broke it. Hell yeah. Handling WGPU errors as fatal by default. Wait, what? We weren't even compiling for WGPU. Okay, what's this? Error matching shader stages fragment shader requires against the pipeline shader global binding resource group 0 by entering 50 not available in the pipeline layout. Binding is missing from the pipeline layout. Do we... What? I mean, I understand, but like... What? What do you mean? Because like this doesn't do anything with pipelines, right? Let me go Control F. Pipeline. Yeah, there is no pipeline. Is there layout? There is no layout. Does the camera take in image stuff though? So it has something to render to. That is the cube. That is the light. This is the camera. So the camera target has an image head. Okay. All right. let's see if we add that in, if that solves it. So, shit, I said it again. No. Wow, if I do this, we'll have to work out how to resize, shit, resize images so that resize images so that this target image that it renders overlay to can be correct. Wow, shit. I do say and too much. I thought it was just a little bit, but in the last 10 minutes, maybe less, I have caught myself too many times. This extend stuff. Very delicious. It's been a long time. This is graphics programming now. We would like window width and window height ideally for this. So do we have those? We do not have those currently. Let's import those. We can do that by doing query. I caught myself there. I very much almost did it. Yeah, I did it just immediately after saying that. 1 billion times, I'm sure. Probably plus. 1 billion times plus. Maybe a fourth plus. There should be an and R counter that I don't know how I'd control it. Unless. Is there a piece of software? Oh, I almost did it again. Software to detect ums and ahs. Because if there's something like this, I can steal it, and then every time it like, shit, I said it again. Every time I say an or ah, I can get it to increment a counter, and then we can see just how many times I say ums and ahs. I don't want to get rid of it. I'm going to get rid of it anyway, eventually. I would like to know identification software. Identification. Now that's going to be a waste of my time. I don't think so. We'll be able to track my progress of improving. I'm going to be like, shit, 1 week ago, I said 3,433 ums and ahs, and this stream I've only done like 1,000 of them. Until eventually it becomes 0. The legendary 0. Maybe there could be point bets around that too, like how many ums and ahs in a range will I say this stream? I don't want to edit it out. Okay, this is not... I don't want to like remove it. I want to count it. Automatically count ums and ahs. Alright, this is not getting anywhere. Let's continue. We need the window, so we're querying the window that has primary main camera. Wait, camera? Is window a camera? Maybe we don't. Maybe it's just window. And it's just a reference of window. I'm just going to import all of these because I cannot be bothered importing only the ones we end up using or needing. We can always delete it later. Duplication of this, that's fine, we'll just delete that. Then we can go let window equal window.single extent 3D. Do we need to fill it up with defaults? Fill up the prefixes. Expected F32, that's fine. As F32, as F32. Right. So with the size there, we need to create the image. Oh man, this is bringing back so many memories. I do miss my graphics programming age. I mean, I guess I'm still there. I just have decided to focus on getting this game done. And as with all things, you just paste in and trust. Because like this is pretty simple stuff, so what is the image not imported? What? Mismatch expected U32s. Right. It's a bit of simple stuff, so we don't give it a label. It has a size, we've already defined the size. 2 dimensions, I don't know why it's D2. Actually, yeah, I do, because just cause you can't start enums with a number, so that's why it's D2. Speech ink, maybe. Oh, speech ink. Oh, assessment, what does this do? A speech recognition API that evaluates and gives feedback on pronunciation fluency. Maybe. It sounds like it's going to be priced. Maybe not. API. Read docs. Apparently you can keep track of filter words. Oh, that's cool. Pretty neat. What if we get out of the docs? Like, is it just like case by case thing? They're just like you do the register and it's like, bam. What is LMS? Scoring. Shit, I did it again. We don't need the pro, right? Yeah, so, well, up to 15 seconds. This might be the problem. Like, it might be like you put a thing in and then, I don't know, I'll look at it after stream. Thanks for finding that. GPT told you that one. It said there's more options for phone apps. Yeah, phone apps could work. Like, I just have to work out how to get it to communicate to my computer. Look at Unreal just chilling, being left-handed and Z is up. Wow, Unreal just being on its own, just messing you up. This is a cool little infographic. Yeah, PyTorch, almost definitely. And go dot. I don't remember which one's my preferred. Like, it's either left or right with the wires up. I think it is right-handed. No, left-handed. No, mine's... Okay, so essentially, I guess the way I was taught is like this blue finger is X. So I've actually been running right-handed the whole time, but I've been like, oh yes, left hand, easy, because the thumb is the Z. Thumb is like not on the same 2D plane, because like it's very easy to make like a corner like here. It's very easy to make a bottom right corner of a 2D screen with Y and X, and so then Z is coming at you from the screen, and so I always use this one as a Y and X and Z is out, but apparently it's right-handed side. Well, good thing, because Bevy's the same. Blender spoiled you? Where's Blender? Blender. Oh, here, the Z is up. Nice. Yeah, that's fine. Like, it does get take a little bit of getting used to. I think some of these are configurable as well. Like, especially in the engines, you should be able to just multiply all of the coordinates by, what is it, like negative? Because like Vulkan by default uses Y as down. Like it's the same, but Y is down rather than up. And so you just, in your final shader, you just flip everything. This is kind of confusing, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Yeah, look at this. Y-axis points downwards. Very confusing. This is not what I was looking for there. I don't think I was looking for anything in particular. Where was the example I was following? Oh, here it is. What the? Image. Missing fields. And that means we just need to fill it up with defaults. No. Oh, we just move this down one and then it fills up with default. Yes. Fill the thing with zeros, sure. Image size. Size. The image handle equal images.add. Okay, I may need to import images, almost definitely. Cube handle, we don't care about cube or the material. Actually I said again. This has nothing to do with the images. The camera target. So here we have the camera. And we need to go target. Target's inside the camera. Struct. Image handle. Cloned into. Let me import the images assets resource asset. What? I did not copy that correctly. There you go. You never realized that Blender default has Z is up. Yeah, it does. It's very wild. 4 AM brain. Fair enough. Fair enough. Oh, that means. Does that mean you are 15 hours behind? 15 hours behind. That's like on the other side of the TMZ. Because you went up halfway across the world plus a little bit in terms of time. -5 possibly, if it's 15. Oh, GMT -5. I mean, I could be wrong. The layers are weird. I said again. I started with fucking Why is into broken? So I need to import render target. Am I not copying this? Hang on. Camera. Camera. No, that's not camera. This is camera. No, just point light. Camera. Target is image handle. Did I miss a step? Image handle. Images. Dot add image, and that returns an image handle. We have image handle dot clone dot into like the example. The bound straight render target from Bevy blah 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 is not satisfied. Note, to implement render target required for image to render order -1. Render before the main camera. Yes, okay, that's fine. We do want it to render before the main character camera because I guess if we're rendering it to a texture, it renders first and we render that over the thing. You're definitely wrong with something with your blended, not saving modifiers, that's a rip. I am not 4+, no. There is a speech class at your uni that will fail you if you say during your assessment. Wow, that's pretty brutal of them. Fail your assessment on the whole class, that's still pretty brutal, like. But no, I am not +4. I am a lot more plus than that. If you're talking about GMT. Oh, Blender. That makes more sense. Oh shit, it's 7 o'clock. It's 7 o'clock. Let's finish this handle thing. Yes, as it says, both in the top right and in the middle of my screen. So do I need the into? I do need to try wrapping the expression. Okay, so the removing into has helped it in render target image. Sure, let's try that. So render target image, then we pass in an image. And we need to import render target from Bevy render camera, which we currently don't have. So render camera render target. Yeah, there's also in the very top right, I put a little timer there too. Timer? Clock. Maybe I need to put the word clock up there as well. Yeah, it's nice and tucked away. Like my purpose for having a visible clock somewhere is that when I'm playing video games and stuff, I like to know what the time is. And obviously it's not your time that's showing, so I guess it doesn't serve the same purpose anymore, so I don't know. I guess it helps seeing what kind of time frame we're on. Okay, it's still broken because something about pipeline. That's fine. That is fine. I guess it will be interesting to know. So if we don't do this target, we have the order as 1, we save it, we run it. So we're basically creating an image and then doing absolutely nothing with it, which is funny. We have the same binding issue. Shader global resource binding group 0. Like, is it because, yeah, I am trying to identify because I added the layer to this entity, or if I add because I added it to the camera, and I believe it's because I added it to the camera, but it could have been both. Could have been both. All right, looks like it is both. I don't really know what's different between their code and my code. All this other stuff's the same. Wait, it's still breaking? Wait a second. Is it something to do with this? Like the image creation? This is very worrisome. Maybe setting the order? Wait. Did setting the order break it? Wait, what did we do? What? WDPU error. Is this it? Spawning scenes with camera? Is it just the addition of spawning a second camera? Okay, what's going on here? So, what did we break? We have just the main camera doing what it did before. The pop-ups don't have the render layer stuff. Wait, we just removed everything that we've done. Let's get rid of that overlay camera stuff completely. Let's stop querying the window in setup camera. Wait, was that it? Was querying the window what made it break? Oh, we have to go back more. How far back are we gonna go? Okay, so there is no changes to the camera file from last time it was running, like the start of today essentially. Okay. There was something we added there that really messed with it. Alright, anyway, it is now 7:10 or 7:11. You know what that means? Oh, you know what that means? Stream should be tomorrow. Hopefully earlier than today. But sadly, it's time to go. Next time we will be saying a lot less ums and ahs with any luck. And I guess working out how cameras work and why whatever we did just now broke it and how to fix it. And with any luck, we can start adding colors and highlights and stuff to the tree tomorrow, and that's gonna be hella fun. Hella fun, because we'll get to see it come to life essentially. It's gonna be pretty pog. Well, we need to fix the texture scaling thing, but I guess that's part of the camera stuff. Bloom? Removing bloom? Adding bloom? Probably both. Probably both. Yeah, that doesn't even make sense. Don't mind me. You seem like get a little bit hungry. Stop making any form of sense. Probably removing bloom, right? What if you add bloom to the dots that the mouse hovers over? Well, I was thinking of adding like a little highlight thing behind them, and maybe once they're selected, they like light up like they've been juiced. Like maybe they have a little bit of bloom once they're selected. Because along with the colors, that might look pretty cool. Who knows? Who knows? That's a tomorrow question. And hopefully, without if we don't run into any major issues with this camera stuff tomorrow, it will be a tomorrow answer as well. Anyway, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for everyone that followed. Thank you, I guess, everyone that came back and all the people that watched the VODs. Thank you. I do have a Discord that I am slowly reviving. I do have updates there occasionally, like usually for stream starts, but I believe it might become vital soon for knowing which days I'm going to stream once I start getting more solidified. Like, there's definitely going to be days where I'll know if I'm not streaming that day before, like earlier in the day. So maybe that'll be useful to announce that kind of stuff there. And we do have some cozy rooms to chill out in. They'll be pretty much, yeah. Anyway, thank you everyone. Bye.